Kim-Min-Jae replaces Joel Matip. Jurgen Klopp is set to sell off a top Liverpool star in the summer, and according to reports, coupled with another possible exit, a big new signing is expected. Liverpool's dismal season was plunged into further chaos in Saturday's 3-0 loss to Molineux. The Wolves attracted attention as the team with the lowest score in England's first 4 leagues. It took just 12 minutes for Julen Lopetegui's shy side to score 2 steps up and effectively put the game back on track before it actually started. All 3 goals could have been avoided from the Liverpool perspective. The Wolves' inability to put pressure on their ball carriers cost them dearly. The Liverpool defeat was predicted by expert Gabriel Agbonlahor after learning that Klopp would be forced to field the defensive Joel Matip-Joe Gomez matchup. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate are currently ruled out due to hamstring issues. It has been a sober season for Matip, who has been among Liverpool's most consistent performers in the past. However, now 31 years old and apparently on the decline, speculation has begun to swirling that his time at Anfield will be coming to an end. Whispers are mounting for separation from within the club, as previously reported. Matip will leave at the end of the season. At this stage, Matip will only have 1 year left on his contract, and a sale would make sense unless a new deal is made. Now, a new report from Football Insider has added fuel to the fire. Moreover, they claim that a second out at the centre-back will result in a new arrival in the position. The report said Liverpool will listen to offers for the Reds veteran over the summer. It was later alleged that Liverpool planned to allow both Matip and Nat Phillips to leave the club. Phillips is regularly linked to a Liverpool outlet at every window. However, when it's time to truly say goodbye, the Reds always seem to be battling injuries at the centre-back. This scenario resurfaced last month when Van Dijk and Konate stepped aside late for the window. As such, Liverpool could not afford to sell Phillips, although they were in talks about a move deeper into the January window of Turkish giant Galatasaray. Should Liverpool send Matip and Phillips, Klopp will remain at the centre-back with only Van Dijk, Konate and Gomez. For this reason, it is reported that Merseysider will be in the market for at least one top defender. This top target is Kim-Min-Jae from Naples. He is a player associated with both Liverpool and Manchester United. According to reliable journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, there is an attractive release clause in his contract. The 26-year-old South Korean player is reportedly likely to be signed by overseas clubs over the summer for €50 million. Liverpool connected with Kim-Min-Jae in the early January window after learning of Van Dijk's hamstring injury. Obviously, no move took place. But if Klopp's centre-back alternatives are reduced from 5 to 3 at the end of the season, a new face will be needed. Kim-Min-Jae has been an integral part of Napoli's remarkable ascent to their first Serie A title since the days of Diego Maradona this year. They have both the strongest offense and the roughest defense in the league and are now 13 points away from Inter Milan. That's why they refused to sell it in January. But at the end of the season, it seems like they will definitely not be able to hold it in their hands. Transferred from Fenerbahce at the beginning of the season, the South Korean defender played 20 games in Serie A this season and scored 2 goals. It's 99 tall and still pretty fast. It is very effective in balls thrown behind the defense and has the speed to catch the attacks behind the defense. In particular, he is capable of solving the problems Liverpool have experienced this season. Although their relationship with the ball is not at a high level, their pass success rate is quite good. Moreover, he can establish a clear advantage in air cannons. For the player nicknamed the Beast, €50 million at the end of the season may seem quite reasonable. Because the fees to be obtained from the sales can cover this transfer fee. Liverpool may need to rethink the transfer of Jude Bellingham after the £502 million issue surfaced. Chelsea's transfer fight for Enzo Fernandez in late January on Tuesday will have a knock-on effect on what Liverpool should spend in the summer. The landing of 21-year-old Fernandez, who won the World Cup with Argentina in December, was a victory for Chelsea. The Portuguese side remained adamant in their stance that Fernandes would not leave for anything less than the €120 million purchase clause. Chelsea eventually succumbed to these demands and Benfica sold a player for £95 million more than they paid for him last summer. Liverpool were inactive in January, causing the anger of many Reds fans. The £37 million signing of PSV Eindhoven's Cody Gakpo when the window opened was the only piece of work finalized by the Reds. Owners who want to actively bring in new investments through the stock sale but remain open to a full sale will have to dig deeper and commit to transfer spending more than ever before, with a significant rebuild of the roster required this coming summer, especially in the midfield. It gained extra importance with Fenway Sports Group. Jude Bellingham is one player who tops Liverpool's shortlist. Their January inaction only served to increase the need to remove the 19-year-old Borussia Dortmund and England midfielder. But with the interest of Real Madrid and others, this could turn into a risk, especially if Liverpool's messy season continues and they miss out on the lucrative prize that is Champions League football next season. On the landing of Fernandes, to which Liverpool are also tied, Chelsea have at least shown the Reds where they should be in the summer. Dortmund will have watched the Fernandes transfer with interest. He's 2 years older than Bellingham but has less experience at the top of club football. His World Cup success is definitely helping the price tag and Chelsea's willingness to meet it. Liverpool will need to break the English transfer record again to take down Bellingham. Chelsea have set a new benchmark for clubs in the market, and this is something that has come at the worst possible time for FSG given the need to spend heavily this summer. The ability to negotiate discount price agreements is declining, and it is now more difficult to find the value that previously existed in markets such as Portugal. Dortmund will be encouraged to maintain their line at Bellingham and make the most of the bidding war that is likely to unfold for their services in the summer unless someone winks first and moves towards a pre-contractual deal. At least Liverpool will know that such a deal will set their feet on fire. It remains to be seen whether he has the appetite to go as big as is necessary to achieve their number one goal. However, the transfer fee paid to Enzo Fernandez will definitely increase Bellingham's transfer fee, and Liverpool has a tough race ahead. Darwin Núñez's performance continues to be questioned. Liverpool's summer signing Darwin Núñez continues to struggle for the Reds, and expert Garth Crooks has begun to question whether the transfer to Anfield is too big for him to deal with. The Uruguayan seemed like an exciting talent during his time at his previous club, Benfica. He hasn't adapted well to the Premier League, however, and Liverpool fans still question whether bringing him in was the right decision. Núñez has scored just one goal in all tournaments in his last 8 appearances for Liverpool, and Crooks appears to be concerned about the 23-year-old's appearance as a Liverpool forward. Discussing Núñez's struggles on Jurgen Klopp's side, Crooks said, "I'm starting to think that Núñez suffers from stage fright. Clubs don't come much bigger than Liverpool and the pressure can be huge. Núñez is really fighting ahead of the goal and has a finishing problem," he said. Liverpool have been waiting for half a season for Núñez to soon find their best form, and while their numbers aren't too bad, they've been lamented about missing out. Núñez's clearing of space for his teammates and his runs behind the defense are quite effective, but his missed clear goal positions continue to cause concern day by day. Núñez just needs to fix the finishing problem.